Hey guys, it's Miss Barnett. How are you doing? I hope you guys are doing really well. For today's video, I wanted to just talk to you a little bit about what has been going on. I'm sure your parents have kind of talked to you a little bit about the fact that we can't go to school and we're supposed to stay inside our house and stuff, and I'm sure they've done a great job explaining it. But just in case you're still a little bit confused, I have a couple, we're going to call them books, but they're just some things I found that I wanted to talk to you about what's been going on in the world right now. So, as you know, we're supposed to stay home, not go out and that kind of thing, and we're being asked to do something called social distancing. Now, I know those are big grown-up words, but I found a book that I think will explain it a little bit better. So it's called Understanding Social Distancing. So we're going to go through this, and hopefully this will kind of explain it a little bit to you. So what is social distancing? Social distancing is staying away from others, especially groups of people. This helps to lower the chances of spreading a virus like the coronavirus to others. So I know if you remember a couple weeks ago, boys and girls, when I had you guys sit down in right outside of the church, and we talked about why we weren't shaking hands anymore, and we talked about why we weren't going to dip our hands in holy water anymore. We talked about we didn't want to spread any viruses, and that's true now, and that's why we're staying home, because we don't want to spread this new virus, or any viruses really, to one another, and we want to help keep each other safe. Why do we have to social distancing? So why do we have social distancing? We need to have social distancing because we don't always feel symptoms when we are sick with a virus. Sometimes we don't even know we have it. Social distancing is the best and most effective thing we can do to help stop the spread of the coronavirus. It is everyone's responsibility to help by staying away from others as much as possible. So the fact that you're staying home and not going into big crowds, you are helping keep our country safe. Even though you're a little kid, you're helping our country, and you're helping millions of people stay safe and not get sick. How do we do social distancing? To do social distancing, we need to limit the time and places we are with other people. We also need to limit how close we get to people, especially people outside of our own family. So, is it okay to hug your mom? Yeah. Is it okay to hug your dad? Yeah. But we're talking about people that are not in your family. We want to kind of keep space between us, and that's why we're staying home. Because at school, do we always give each other space? We don't always. It's best to stay about 6 feet away from people who are not in our family. This means no play dates for a while. And I know that's really sad because you miss your friends, but it's best that we only see people that are in our family and we give everyone else some space. This means not going to many of the places that we are used to going to for a while. This means not going to public places like restaurants, libraries, the movies, or bowling for a while. It may even mean that school is closed for a while. Some places will stay open, like hospitals and grocery stores, and some businesses will stay open because we really need them. What can we do while social distancing? This is a good time to take naps. Ooh, you know that's Miss Barnett's favorite activity. Watch TV, read books, exercise, or play games like video games, word searches, I Spy puzzles, cook, organize, build, etc. This is a great time to spend extra time with your family and to maybe help your mom and dad around the house, maybe get some spring cleaning done or spend extra time reading. This could be a really great time to do all those extra things that maybe we normally don't have time to do. If parents say it's okay, we can play outside. If we play outside, we need to stay off of playground equipment because the virus could be spread on equipment. Now, does that mean we can't, if we have like a swing or a slide in our backyard, we can't play on it? No, that means we can. That just means we don't want to go to any public playgrounds. But the playground in your backyard is perfect. If we play outside, we need to stay about 6 feet away from others who are not in our family. So that's why it's best to stay in our backyard and play. If we play outside, we do lots of fun things like kick a soccer ball back and forth, go for a walk, ride our bike, and play with our dog or fly a kite. Those are all great activities that we could do. If we all do our part, we can help to stop the spread of the coronavirus, and we will be back to our regular routine fast. Understanding social distancing helps everyone stay healthy, and I know that's our number one goal is keeping everyone healthy, right? Okay. So that's a little bit about social distancing, and I hope it's kind of helping you to understand. I have one more thing I'm going to read to you, and if you're getting bored, you can pause and come back to it later. But this is a little bit an explanation of why we are not in school right now. So this story is on my iPad, and it is called, difficult. It is a difficult time, but we are going to be okay. So I know all the things I said maybe is a little bit, maybe made you a little bit worried, but that's not what I want. I don't want you to be worried. I just want you to help you understand. So we used to spend most of our time inside our classroom learning. So not that long ago, that was us. While we were there, we did lots of fun and interesting things together. Man, this year in first grade, we have done so many fun things. We've made pumpkin pulleys, we made leprechaun traps, we've had a snow party. We've done so many great things and had such a good time in first grade. But now the schools and many businesses are closed and we have to stay home. Businesses and schools are closed because there is this is a big grown-up word, pandemic. A pandemic is when there is an outbreak of disease that spreads all over the world. So if you can believe it, you're home right now with your moms and dads, but so is kids in Italy and China and all over the world. Kids are having to stay home and not go to school or go to parks and play. We need to do things differently for a while. Until the pandemic is over, One thing we need to do is practice social distancing, and that's what we just learned about in the last story. This means to stay at least 6 feet away from other people when we can, so we do not spread the germs. Now, you might be thinking, Miss Barnett, what is 6 feet? Well, most of you picked up your school supplies, and most of you got like your ruler. Your ruler is 1 foot. So 6 feet is 6 rulers away from people who are not your family. 6 rulers. Another thing we need to do is to stay home if we are feeling sick. So if you're not feeling well, it's so important for you to stay in bed and rest and not go outside. We also need to wash our hands often and use hand sanitizer when we are not able to wash with soap and water. Now, I know we've been talking about good hand washing and stuff, but just as a reminder, remember we use warm water and we rub our hands together, not just for a couple seconds, but the whole happy birthday time. So 20 seconds, the whole song for happy birthday, because we want to kill all of those germs. Since the schools are closed, I am spending most of my time home with my family. And I hope you're really taking a good advantage of this time with your family. I miss my friends and my teacher very much. But I know we need to stay apart for a while so that we can all be safe. I mean, I want you to know I miss you so much, and I can't wait until this is all over and I can hug you so tight. But you're going to have to be really brave right now, and make sure you send me letters, and you can even send letters to your friends if you want. As long as your mom and dad say it's okay. While I am away from school, I can do lots of things to keep growing as a learner. So just because you're not coming to school doesn't mean you don't have to learn anymore. My school is setting up distance learning, then maybe doing online lessons with my teacher. So I hope I'm going to be sending your parents some work you can be doing, and you don't need to freak out about it because you guys are all so smart, and it's going to be fun, great things so that you can keep growing and learning and be ready for 2nd grade in just a few months. If my school sends home work for me to do during the pandemic, then someone in my family may be able to help me complete the work, or I may need to do that work on my own. So, boys and girls, I am sending work home. And a lot of it, you can do all by yourselves because this is just stuff that we do at school. We did at school, so you should be able to do it now by yourselves. But it's okay if moms and dads need to help too. But I'm going to try really hard to send work that is things that you know how to do, and you're almost 2nd graders, and so I feel like a lot of it you can be big kids and you can do all by yourself. So other things you can do, I'm going to send home stuff, but things that you can do on your own are reading, writing, practicing math facts, building puzzles, listening to family members read, playing board games with your family. I hope my YouTube channel, I'm going to try and get some books read on here so that you can listen to me read you some books. And some of the websites that we listen to in school where they read stories, those are always available. Your brothers and sisters, you could practice reading together. This is just a great time for all that stuff. Sometimes during this pandemic, I might feel scared and worried. It is normal to have these feelings because this is something that has never happened before. So if you can believe it, when you become a grown-up, your kids might be asking, hey, mom or dad, what did you do during the coronavirus pandemic? And you'll have to remember what you're doing now so you can tell them. But I need to remember that the grown-ups in the world are doing their best to fix things and make them right. I have to leave it up to the grown-ups to take care of this situation. So I don't want you to worry about what's going on because the grown-ups, they have it under control. So your moms and dads, one thing that they're doing is staying home with you and taking care of you. Some of your moms and dads maybe can't stay home with you. And you know why they can't stay home with you? Because their job is so important of taking care of our world and other people during the pandemic. And your job is to understand and try and help as much as you can. That's what your job is. Their job is to help us through the pandemic any way that they can. Your job is to be patient and keep praying for everyone and to be as helpful as you can. I know this is a difficult time in the world right now, and even though I may not like the way things are, I need to do my best to help keep my family and friends healthy and safe. I know there will be a day that we will all be back together again, doing all of the fun things we used to do. This won't last forever. We'll be able to see each other soon, and it'll be so great. The end. This is just the grown-up page here. But I hope the stories that I read you kind of helped you understand what was going on and kind of helped you not be worried so much and that kind of thing. If you have any other questions, I know for sure your moms and dads can answer them. If they can, if you want to ask me a question, just let them know you want to send me a message or a video, and I'd love to answer any of your questions. So I miss you guys. I love you. Hope to see you in another video. Bye.